Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you from Outback. Today is Monday. This is your dip of the day. Hello, everybody. Well, unfortunately, I've got to talk about something that happens all too often. How many of us out there have been told we need to do things for our bodies, for our health? When we look at these, we've been recommended to these things, and we look at these things, we find out that they're radical, or they're new, or they've never been tried, or they're holistic and it's a money grab. We've got to be extremely careful. And what I'm talking about now is not so much the medical profession. I'm talking about people we trust. And I mean this sincerely. People who care about us, people who are trying to help us. They're going to throw everything at us because they want us to be out of pain. They want us not to have issues, okay? The other thing is, what if people throw really expensive suggestions at us and they don't work? And the reason I'm talking about this today is my pain management doctor wanted to switch my medicine on me to a longer acting medicine that really will work against my pain. It's called levorphanol. And it's only available through specialty, they call them, pharmacies. Now, I didn't know this. Specialty pharmacies are there. They're the ones that do compounding, and they're the ones that carry products that a traditional drugstore would not sell enough of in order to carry it, okay? They wouldn't sell enough of it. Guess how much they want with Medicare for a month's worth? How about $1,400? And so I asked the stupid question, gee, how much would that, since I'm not buying it, can't afford it, how much would that be if I didn't have coverage? $7,000 for 120 pills. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And they said, oh no, but you can get help. Levorphanol, the manufacturer, has the thing, we'll fax it to you. And I said, is it based on income? Do you have to be on Medicaid? Oh yes, you have to be on government assistance, which is the other rub. You work hard in your life, either have health care because you're still working, or you have Medicare because you're retired or disabled, and you can't get what you need. That's why all these different Medicare plans are different. That's why everybody switches plans, and they have this advertising budget that I can't even understand. I spent millions of dollars for retailers on advertising. I know the cost of a minute. It's insane the amount of money that the companies that represent healthcare have for advertising. So here's the rub. Here's the thing that we have to do, unfortunately. We have to not get too excited. I was so excited about levorphanol when Dr. Doss told me about it Wednesday. I got back to him on Thursday. Mrs. Stoner and I had talked about it, and I was going to switch to longer acting medicine. I got to take less pills, would help me. And I asked him, is it covered? Oh yes, plenty of people get it. Bullshit. There's no way plenty of people get it. Plenty of people aren't paying $1,300, $1,400 for a month's worth of medicine. Nobody is. Hold on a second. How about vitamin supplements? And I'm not going to get specifically into them, but how about the vitamin supplements? How much do they cost? Anything to do with pain relief is going to cost. Anything to do with a suggestion from a person who cares, unfortunately, is going to have a cost. And we have to determine, in a triage financially, frankly, what things we can afford. You know, going through all the procedures I go through, going to see all the doctors I go to is not free. So, what kind of self-triaging do we do to enable us to take certain suggestions and other ones we explore to a certain point, kind of like levorphanol, and say no? Here's the other rub. You get a procedure recommended to you that's going to help you. Could be surgery, could be something else. You're not going to ask the first thing out of your mouth, how much is it? You're going to rather say, is it going to work? Will it help me? And the doctor might say, yes, this is the one I recommend. This will help you. Then you get to the frickin' business office of the doctor. Well, your insurance only covers half of this type of procedure. Oh, well, we don't take any insurance. Now what? You're going to walk away from a potentially saving procedure? What do? Try to find a doctor that takes our insurance is what we do. The difficult thing, and I found this recently, neurosurgeons, as a rule, don't take insurance. Quote, we'll fill out the forms and send them in for you. You are responsible. Neurosurgeon is cash. And I believe that's why a lot of them push certain procedures. That's why I'm worried about the Coflex procedure. I'm worried about it because it's $15,000 instead of $24,000. Just the procedure. I'm worried about that. They devised that procedure, I'm afraid, not for me. I'm afraid they devised that procedure not for pain saving. I'm afraid they devised that procedure for money saving. So how do we see through the weeds? How do we see through the seaweed? I'm trying to think of the thickest stuff I can think of that you can't see through. Blows in the wind. Occasionally you get a glimpse, but it's really arbitrary. It's random. There's no clear see-through, no path to see. What do? I really never thought of making a budget for health care, because I always thought that if I paid for my health care, I'd get what I needed. Well, I'm learning the hard way that in America today, paying for your health care does not get you what you need. You're driven in a specific channel. You're in a specific lane. You cannot deviate. If you want to deviate, they don't even take cash anymore. A lot of these facilities, if you don't have a health plan, you can't go in. A lot of these doctors, if you don't have insurance of some type. But then you get to the surgery, to the neurosurgeons specifically, and they say, we are out of network with all insurance. The balls of these people. The balls. The gall. And the goal of a manufacturer of a pain medicine to price it like that, it's just terrible. And I think I mentioned that Medicare, AARP prescription. I love this one. About a year ago, I wanted my doctor to lower my dose on Vicodin to 5 milligrams. They don't cover it. I said, all right, give me the 7.5. I had that. I know what that's like. They don't cover that one. They only cover the 10 milligram. I'm not kidding you. That is the wackiest thing I ever heard of in this world of opiate crazed laws. So let's get back to the base of this discussion. What do you do when you're driven or pointed or coaxed into a procedure that is the procedure you want, but you can't afford? What do you do? The answer, honestly, I don't know. Other than finding another procedure, I don't know. The system is so screwed up that way. I've actually been in doctor's offices before and had their front desk say, I'm sorry, this isn't covered. I say, it's no problem. Here's my American Express. They say, I'm sorry, we can't do that. Looks like once you're in on insurance, you're on insurance. Once you're in on Medicare, you're in on Medicare. It's a wild medical world out there, everybody. Good luck with all your doctors. Be clear with them. Make sure they're clear with you. And don't take every last thing they say and go run with it, because there might be other roadblocks in front of you. Good luck. Cheers. This is the Senior Stoner.